As the 20th century unfolded, English poetry underwent a profound transformation, shaped by war, cultural shifts, and new ways of thinking. At the forefront of this evolution were five poets: T.S. Eliot, W.B. Yeats, W.H. Auden, Dylan Thomas, and Ted Hughes, each of whom brought a unique voice to the modern poetic landscape. T.S. Eliot, with The Waste Land, 1922, shattered traditional poetic structures, weaving together fragmented voices, mythology, and modern anxieties to capture the disillusionment of a post-war world. His The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, 1915, introduced the hesitant, self-doubting modern individual, marking a departure from the confident heroes of the past. Eliot's poetry, deeply intellectual and allusive, demanded active engagement, reflecting a world struggling with meaning. W.B. Yeats, a bridge between the 19th and 20th centuries, evolved from the dreamy mysticism of his early work to the stark realism and prophetic intensity of his later poems. The Second Coming, 1919, with its haunting vision of chaos and uncertainty, became one of the most quoted poems of the century, while Sailing to Byzantium, 1928, explored the eternal nature of art against the decay of human life. Yeats' later works blended personal reflection with grand historical and mythological themes, making him one of the defining voices of modern poetry. W.H. Auden brought a sharp, political consciousness to poetry, addressing the turbulence of the 20th century with wit, irony, and deep human insight. His September 1, 1939, captured the anxious mood on the brink of World War II, while poems like Musée des Beaux-Arts reflected on suffering and the indifference of history. Auden's mastery of form and ability to fuse personal and political themes made him one of the most versatile poets of his time. Dylan Thomas, in contrast, embraced the lyrical and musical power of poetry, crafting rich, evocative imagery that celebrated life and nature. His Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night, 1951, a villanelle urging resistance against death, remains one of the most powerful elegies in English literature. His works, including Fern Hill and Death Shall Have No Dominion, overflowed with passion, rhythm, and a deep connection to the mysteries of existence. Ted Hughes, emerging in the post-war period, brought a raw, almost primal energy to poetry. Nature in his work was often violent and untamed, mirroring the inner struggles of human existence. His collection Crow, 1970, reimagined mythology in dark, unsettling ways, while his early poems, such as Hawk Roosting, portrayed the brutal, amoral world of nature. Hughes' powerful imagery and unflinching exploration of life's darker forces cemented his place as one of the most significant poets of his generation. Each of these poets reshaped modern English poetry in their own way: Eliot with his fragmented modernist vision, Yeats with his prophetic intensity, Auden with his sharp intellect, Thomas with his lyrical beauty, and Hughes with his primal force. Together, they ensured that poetry remained not just an art form but a powerful means of capturing the spirit of a changing world.